My grandfather, who came up with the whole information to me to say know better, do better, Cicero Leonard, rest his soul, was a Navy veteran.
I have a lot of lessons from my grandpa as well. He was a Korean War vet, living on through our grandparents and everything. I can't think of a better way to honor them.
Being a Navy SEAL, I mean, that's an elite group. There's only a small fraction of people that can actually get through buds and go through that whole space. So was that always your dream?
I realized I needed the biggest challenge in the world in order to be fulfilled. And 2 years later, 9/11 happened, and I realized I wanted to be a Navy SEAL to go hunt the most evil people in the world and make sure 9/11 never happens again.
The physical part, it's tough, but the mental part of being prepared to say, I can go through anything, I can go through, all the challenges, the worst possible situations you have to go through, but actually get through that.
80-90% do not make it. I believe 70% or so quit. It's so physical that it's mental. So the body breaks down so much that the only thing keeping you going is all right here.
Elite military guys that I've ever interviewed, they never brag.
It's not typically enough to want to go be a SEAL for yourself. You typically need a bigger why. The guys that are there just to be like, oh, I want to be a SEAL and brag about it and everything else, they go away because when you're cold, miserable, wet, you're relying on everyone else around you. You're not going to war and fighting, terrorists all on your own. It's a brotherhood. It's not an individual thing. It's a SEAL teams. It taught me some of the biggest lessons about never giving up. Don't focus on the problem, focus on the solution. Don't ever feel sorry for yourself. Move on, ask for help where you need it, like I did. I needed to ask some SEALs who mentored me. They called in, vouched for me on my behalf. I got back into training, pass that on to the next generation as well. Guys who are transitioning from the SEAL teams, want to go do their MBA, want to get into business. We talked about being humble before, being humbled knowing I don't have the solution. Education is another great way. Why I went back to UCLA, Anderson, and did my MBA. I was able to take my brand, Single Life, bring it through the pipeline, have other MBA students who are really smart working on my business for a grade. We get together, save the coral reef with the Force Blue team, swim the Hudson River to raise money for homeless veterans and honor our fallen brothers in New York, and just countless things together where we're staying busy, finding ways to continue to serve, finding purpose.
Jeff said he was a sniper and a breacher. He shoot, he don't miss. Just like in business, he's not missing.
One of my favorite quotes from Thucydides, the secret to happiness is freedom, and the secret to freedom is courage.